Good morning, children. Welcome to today's science class. We'll continue learning the chapter Garbage In and Garbage Out. In the previous class, we discussed how to deal with the waste. By now, you all know how to segregate the biodegradable waste and the non biodegradable waste. And also, you know how to make a compost. There was an activity given to you. I hope you might have started trying it. Today, even a better compost, how to make a proper manure we are going to learn. So that method is called as vermicomposting. We will learn about that, children. Let us get started. So again we will recollect what is compost. The rotting and conversion of useful garbage into manure is called composting. So this compost is only called as the manure, and that manure can be used for growing the plants, and it makes the soil fertile. It has humus and it will make the soil fertile. So this was we learned in the previous class. So after segregating the waste, the useful garbage that is the plant waste, animal waste, eggshells, like that, these all can be collected and it can be kept in the compost pit, and then it will turn into manure. That's what we learn. So how to make it more effective, that's what we are going to see, children. So in the compost pit, see here a wooden box, method of preparing compost using earthworms. So in this making of compost, we are going to use earthworms. You all know that earthworms are called as farmer's friend. Why? Because they will make the soil fertile. Yes, no, children. They will dig the soil and they will make the soil fertile. So here the same earthworms only we are going to use in the compost what we have already made. See, dig a pit or take a wooden box, spread a net or mesh at the bottom, spread the soil there, children. Then spread the vegetable waste, leaves, dried leaves, whatever you have collected, the biodegradable things you have to spread over that. Sprinkle water. Do not press the waste, just you sprinkle the water. So in this you are going to put the earthworms and cover them with a bag. So you will add some earthworms to the soil. After 3 to 4 weeks, you will see that the earthworms turn the waste to manure. How? The earthworms will eat the biodegradable waste what we have thrown, and they'll excrete. The excrete from the body of the earthworm comes out, and that excreta only will make the soil fertile and turns all the biodegradable waste into the manure, children. See here, these are the red worms, means earthworms only. See here, when we add the earthworms to that, the biodegradable waste will become like this, like a black color soil it will become, which is shown in the hand of the person. So to change this, to get this manure, we will add the red worms in the compost. Then as we are adding the worms, it becomes a vermicomposting pit, children. See here, even here you can see the collected plant and animal waste. It was added to the pit, and above we had to close it, and before closing with the soil we had to add the earthworms to that. The earthworms will feed on it and they'll excrete. That excrete will change the biodegradable waste into it will mix with the soil, and that part of the soil will become the manure, children. See here the red worms, a close picture you can see. So what you have to keep in mind when you are making a vermicomposting: do not put salt, vinegar, oil or meat, milk, etc. in that. Avoid too much hot or cold surroundings. Don't keep that box directly in the sunlight. Mixture must be loose for proper aeration. You should not make it so tight by dumping with more and more waste and soil. So that has to be taken care. So when you follow all this, your vermicomposting will be ready, and also you will get a nice manure for. See here, like this your vermicompost will be, and from this you are going to make the manure. This you can try in your garden, or you can try even in a corner of your house, and with your plant peel, vegetable peels, and you will be able to get the manure, children, using the vermicomposting. So now this is about the biodegradable waste. Properly we can go for vermicomposting so that we get the manure. What about the other non-biodegradable? In that we also learnt that we can give the glass and all for metals and all for recycling. See here, children. So one very major issue today is the plastics. So what can we do with these plastics? Why can we completely avoid plastics? Let us see. First, let us see what are the advantages of using plastics. Why do we prefer more plastic things? They are used to make many useful materials in day-to-day life. They are lightweight, they are strong, they are colorful and cheap and easy to transport. This is why most of us prefer the plastic items. But what are the disadvantages of plastic? Plastic waste can block the drains. When they are thrown in the drain, they will block the drain. Plastic enter into the digestive system of the animals and it can kill the animals. If the cow or a goat or any animal eat the plastic bag, they swallow by mistake, so it will kill them. They will block the digestive system and it will kill them. Plastics are toxic, means they are poisonous. They may create soil pollution when you throw in the soil. They create water pollution when you throw in the water bodies. They will they'll make the air pollute when you burn the plastics. So plastic waste, they'll completely destroy in a place, completely. If it is thrown here and there, they will the beauty of the place only will be getting destroyed if the plastics are thrown here and there, because they won't decompose. Plastic waste do not decompose, so it is difficult to dispose the plastic waste. So what can be done, children? So we have to be very careful while we are using, as you know that it is very, very easy to use the plastic. So what all can be done to deal with it? Use minimum plastic, reuse the plastic. So try ways to reuse the plastic. Here is one way shown. See how they have made the bottle into a Parker to sweep and mop. So like that you can find out some ways to deal. So as I already told, birds, animals will die when the plastic is swollen. So you have to be very careful to while using the plastic. So what else can be done? Use paper, cloth, jute bags instead of plastic bags. Do not store food in the plastic bags because they will cause some digestive problem for the people who consume it. So these all things you have to remember, children. Do not throw or burn plastic because, as I told just now, it may cause air pollution. And all the waste dumping in the plastic garbage and then throwing also. As such, if you throw in the soil, it will create lot of pollution to the soil, children. So doing vermicomposting is the very best method of saving our nature, that has to be followed by all. And waste papers can be given for recycling. First of all, we should not waste paper. We should try to generate less waste, as we discussed in the previous class also. Proper practice of waste disposal by segregating and then composting. Even if you know very well composting, you can go for vermicomposting. Then recycling the metals, recycling the glass, recycling the paper, and also reusing the clothes and books and all. And also using the plastic in a judicial way will help us to keep our earth clean and green, children. So reduce buying things, reduce throwing the waste, reuse cloths, reuse the whatever things possible, recycle the things like metal, glass and all, and recover so that we can able to recover from all these pollutions created, and we will be able to live on this earth in a healthy way, children. So reduce, reuse, recycle, 3 R's has to be followed. As a part of this lesson, composting activity you started, you can extend it, that composting only, as an vermicomposting activity. Complete that vermicomposting activity, and then you will try to find out the answer for the questions given in the textbook, and you will, first of all, you will try to understand how important is dealing with waste, and follow this all to keep our earth green, children. Let us meet in the next class. Bye bye, children.